we're talking about Kolte-Patil developers and their numbers this morning. So the figure for FY24 is showing a drop in revenue, EBITDA down 73%, net loss at 67 crores versus a profit of 113 crores last year. In terms of the quarter, the consolidated numbers also showing a revenue down of 34%, EBITDA loss of 18 crores and a net loss of 26 crores. The commentary of the management, though, quite positive for the road ahead. And to speak more on that, Rahul Tadere, Group CEO of Kolte-Patil Developers, joins me now. Rahul, welcome and thank you for speaking with us here at NDTV Profit. Let's just go through the numbers, the full year and the quarter, and get a sense of why we are seeing this hit on EBITDA and on revenues.
If you see in real estate, the pre-sales numbers are getting reflected into revenue once the project gets delivered. So whatever the numbers are visible in this the concluded financial years. So this sale has happened around 3-4 years back. At that time, the company's per square foot realization was low, and out of that, the few historically, the legacy project wherein the low margins were there is getting delivered now, and hence getting reflected into revenue numbers. So from that perspective, and there were some financial provisioning for our strategic, the funding partners. So because of that, because of such exceptional items, the margins are looking negative. But we are confident of achieving a good margins. I mean, early teens to late teens in the upcoming and next financial year. I mean, there are a couple of reasons I would like to highlight. See, what are the pre-sales that we have achieved in FY23 and FY24? So if you multiply by business numbers, business margin numbers at project level business, according to project level business plan, so it is 18% EBITDA, embedded sales EBITDA numbers in FY23 and around 26% of embedded sales EBITDA numbers for FY24. So eventually these numbers will get reflected into revenue recognition going forward, FY26 onwards. Hence we are confident of positive good late teens numbers of EBITDA in FY26 onwards. So in terms
of what is FY25 looking like in that case? You're saying you have a mid-teen positive EBITDA margin in FY26 onwards. What is FY25 looking like in terms of your EBITDA margin?
FY25 from revenue recognition perspective, the margins will be early teens, and FY26 it will be late teens.
Okay, and what was the current margin picture, and did you see an impact there on cost of raw materials, or is this just sort of the pre-sales value recognition that you are looking at playing out?
For a simplicity of understanding, see, whatever the business, according to the business plans, the margins have been frozen. So we are selling beyond our business plan numbers. So APR realization is much improved as compared to our business plan numbers. And likewise, all our cost expenses are within the budgeted cost. Hence, there is a probability of margin improvement going forward beyond the numbers that whatever I'm quoting currently.
Can I ask you a question, Mr. Tadere, on pre-sales value? And this is not just about Kolte-Patil developers. This is, I think, for the entire space. Pre-sales value is what the street is looking at. This is what companies talk about. My only question mark with pre-sales value is how much of it actually converts, right? These are booking amounts, isn't it?
That's correct. See,
so it might be that customer who's booking that apartment may not follow through. Does that happen? Can you give us a sense there?
Yes, industry-wide, this cancellation ratio is around anywhere between 10 to 20%. But when it comes to Kolte-Patil as a group, so our cancellation ratio is not more than 1%. Because see, till the time we don't receive 10% as a booking amount, we don't declare that as our pre-sales number. And likewise, if you see, last year, we have sold an inventory worth 2822 crores. And out of that, in the same financial year, we have registered the inventory of around 95%. So which is one of the industry best conversion that we have achieved in last financial year. And going forward also we are confident of, I mean, and in terms of the collection, so if our construction progress is fast enough, or that gets reflected into collection numbers. So our pre-sales number and collection numbers are moving, hand in hand. So that shows that, so there is a right sync between pre-sales, construction progress, and collection efficiency.
Let me get an idea of your new launches. Now, your new launches in Q4 were relatively lower, and I believe what you said in the con call, etc., is also that some of these were postponed. Can you explain why there was a delay in projects? You wanted to achieve certain thresholds. What were those?
One of the key launch that we were anticipating in Q4 was at 24K project at Life Republic, which is our flagship project and contributing almost 50% of our pre-sales number. So over there, we are planning to launch our 24K flagship brand. So instead of in Q4, we are planning to launch that in Q1. So it is just a strategic movement shift from Q4 to Q1, nothing related to any approval. So we have already received the approvals for that sector, and likewise, for a couple of projects, our approval got delayed by 30 to 45 days, and eventually those projects are getting launched in Q1 this quarter itself. And in terms of launch pipeline for the group, since last 2 years, I mean, FY23, we launched around 2,000 crores worth inventory. FY24, we launched around 3,800 crores worth inventory. And this year, we are planning to launch around 8,000 crores worth inventory. So every year, we are doubling our launch, the potential. And that is reflecting into our pre-sales number, and likewise, a per square foot price realization betterment.
What are the strategic reasons for which you wanted to push from Q4 to Q1 of FY25?
Our township is known as a MIG township, and for the first time, we are planning to have a 24K projects over there. So we have explored in terms of the row houses, which is ranging from 2 crores to 4 crores, and we got the significant response in our township. And likewise, we are exploring a premium high-rise development in township. From that perspective, we want to push our current, the RERA launch inventory before we launch this premium inventory at a significantly better price realization.
What is the level of unsold inventory right now, group-wise?
Group-wise unsold inventory will be anywhere between 1,500 to 2,000 crores.
So as a percentage?
As a percentage, it is not more than, whatever is the launch inventory, not more than 25-30%.
So 25 to 30% is still unsold inventory. The reason I ask, Mr. Rahul, is that, of course, you have big plans up ahead. And I'm just wondering if industry-wise, you're seeing that kind of demand continuing. Because this is from the ground, this is the question that is now coming, that now are investors coming back into the market? Have buyers now satisfied their requirement? Is there more? Because all the focus is on premium. Is the demand still sustaining to FY25, FY26 as you're seeing?
Yes, certainly. There are a couple of parameters we monitor internally. First is the conversion ratio. So walk-in to conversion ratio is still maintaining across the project, as well as the decision-making time is also equal as compared to last year. On top of that, whatever the inventory that we have launched in last year, out of that, around 50%, I mean, few inventory got launched in the H2, few inventory got launched in the Q4. But still, in the overall capacity, we launched around 3,800 crores inventory. Out of that, around 1,800 crores worth inventory got sold out in the same financial year. That shows, there is a strong demand from a buyer for the right product mix, which is catering to their aspirational needs. And in terms of the premium offering, in the last 10 years, the company has, sold around 2,000 crores worth 24K projects. In the last concluded financial year alone, we have sold around 900 crores worth 24K projects. So customers are well appreciating our premium segment as well.
And Pune has always been an interesting market as well. Thank you so much, Rahul Tadere there of Kolte-Patil Developers, talking about their numbers and the plans ahead.